A few days later, that was a long flight.
Authentication successful. Commander Faye of Outpost 11 has arrived at Phoenix Base.
Welcome to our new turf.
After a journey across half the continent, this place better be amazing.
You should be thankful this place looks decrepit. It's the only way the underground infrastructure managed to evade any unwanted Mechanos' attention. We put the equipment here to good use. Only took us 3 years to build the whole facility.
3 years? You've got to be shitting me.
This place here is the only reason we still have a foothold. This is where we end this work, kid. We aren't here to play around.
Outpost 11 has reached the hangar, initiating maintenance and repairs.
Something I just thought of, maybe I should, is... where was it? Streamer mode. I don't know what that does though. Which might reduce the swearing slightly, I guess, if anything else, but we're going to find out. We'll see if there's any swear words from this point on. Yes, welcome to Outpost 11. We are to go to the Nexus. There is actually something we can do here though, and this is something I've not told my friends at all, by the by. And that is, in each area of the base, there is a collectible. Yes. Blueprint obtained. Now, it's not anything fancy. It's not a shiny gun or anything like that. Otherwise, it'd be a lot more well known. But in each part of the base, there's a collectible paint scheme, which allows you to have a different mix of colours on your base. The base, you can't pick your own as far as I'm aware, but you can find and or earn different paint schemes and camo jobs as you go throughout the game. And there happens to be one for in each location of the base. Just have to find them. Anyway, welcome to home base, the Nexus. We are going to here. Check in with Levi.
Is 3rd Division still dark?
Yes. The Mechanos Intel network has recently just enveloped the border woodland. They'll be able to track any usage of radio. We can only hope our boots on the ground will establish contact soon.
I see.
There's some tough ones, and they will do their duty. All we can do now is believe in them.
Roger that.
This is the core of the base. Commanders can go on missions, plan their strategies, and manage their operatives here. Now, let's get ready for your first tour. Head to the barracks and complete the battle preparation. Once that's done, get ready to move out.
Roger that.
Roger that. Okay. Yes, and there's one there, notice. Voice says roger that. Subtitles say copy that. Let's go to the barracks. Actually, no, wait, that's still... We've got to do the important thing. There it is. Hi. Jungle camo. Aha. Moving on. Remember that there is a fast travel / teleport. I'm not sure if that was actually in the game when it was first released. I seem to remember it not being. But previously when I tried to play this game, I've had a external solid state drive since then. And I think there was a RAM upgrade since then as well. I'm trying to remember where it was in here. Over in the stacks somewhere, if I recall. Unless it's over here. Nope. Also notice that in this gym there's a random scooter being worked on. So I don't know why that's there. Anyway, let's go ahead and support with Sophia.
SN 41512, Faye Pratt reporting for duty.
Spare it. I'm not your superior officer anymore.
If it weren't for your strict training regimes, I might have not made it this far.
I was simply doing my job. Let's cut to the chase. You were here for your battle prep?
Yes, ma'am. I am here for the battle prep. Visit supply depot within the barracks. Right. Gear grants defense to provide improvements to combat performance. Backpack space is limited. Plan what you bring carefully. Now place the ammo crates inside your backpack. You're going to need them later. There's always some supplied within the missions as well, honestly. So it depends on how well you do and how efficient your weaponry is, for the most part. Also, we get 2 complementary starting characters, both called Ursula. Both of them are from the Hair Squad, which is strange because they've actually got the armor skin from Owl Squad. There are 4 squads of other classes, by the way. One of which has the same special abilities as Faye. The others have different effects. Hair Squad is actually the one I mentioned, which is a bit more suited for map exploration because they've got this move called Power Slash, which is essentially a dash move, and it can help speed them up in exploration. Drawback being they don't have abilities specifically suited for combating powerful or distant foes because it's a close range combat ability technically. But that can be compensated for by having a decent gun. Anyway, that's something else I hope to do during this, is actually actually play as another character rather than playing as Faye all the time. Also, Faye is the protagonist and has plot armor. Faye will not die after getting downed. You can't lose Faye, no matter what you do. A protag which literally has plot armor. Or at least admits to having plot armor. Anyway, there is a suit of adaptive armor here. Sure, I'll equip that one. Take damage, grants 1 stack of survival, which gives me 5% move speed and defense for 5 seconds. I'm carrying... I don't actually want those. I have got the chocolate bar. I've got energy bar. No, thank you. I'll put away the healing injector as well. I'll keep that one. Put away the purified water. Keep the armor. See, I've already got a general configuration I'll try for, which is a bit of armor recovery, a bit of health recovery, some ammo, and then I don't really need much else right now. So, in fact, I'm tempted to just do that. I have no more spare bullets. Because there's no more spare bullets, I'll take 1 more box. There we go, sure.
That should do it. Go score us a win. Don't let all your hard work go to waste.
Yes, ma'am.
She's one of our instructors. She's basically our drill sergeant, taught us how to be a soldier. So that's why we're so respectful and why we can't stop calling her Mom. So yeah. Now, head to the Windy Desert and recover the MG turret barrel. We are still, by the way... Oh, teleport's not actually enabled yet. Good to know. We're still in the tutorial phase. We aren't at the phase where multiplayer is enabled, which is why I'm pushing ahead. I just hope we've not encountered that sound bug again. Apparently it's we were just unlucky to get it when we did last time. But the problem is, when we do get it, I don't know that we've got it until I come back later to edit the video. So, yeah. Also, don't know if the devs are going to fix it, or if they are trying to fix it, or anything like that, because as I said, this game didn't have the launch that it could have had. Anyway, start our tour. Tour mode.
Control core has been deployed to your command terminal. You will be able to control Outpost 11 through it. When you dispatch your outpost, you will need to issue missions and commands here.
Okay, so the actual core for Outpost 11 is here in the Nexus, and that's why we are here to activate this. Got it. Got this. We can change to a different operative, so I could pick one of the others if I want. With this as a tour, so I could actually pick someone else. And here's my backpack, so I can actually modify this from here as I'm setting up to go.
Please confirm the area.
As far as I've reached this area and had trouble. But we need to reach this area to unlock multiplayer. Windy Desert, though, is tutorial zone, and pretty easy. It's only got one difficulty, one thing we need to do.
Outpost 11 is now ready for your remote command.
Faye Pratt. Sortie authorization granted.
And off we go. Okay. Our trial run. Not much of interest to get here.
Commander Faye, your sortie order has been received. I will now go over the mission details.
Okay.
here is a base station. It will provide power to the outpost. It features an active Promethean field to prevent lock-on from the Aitos. The outpost will move out from here and begin its task for Exploration Day. Please select a route to begin the search routine.
That explains...
Exploring your destination will inevitably attract the attentions of the Mechanos, so you must not linger nor backtrack your search. While the outpost is on the move, the Mechanos will have a hard time tracking it, but they'll have no issue tracking the recovery fleet and launching a coordinated attack on Recovery Day. You can check the enemy distribution on each POI as a reference to help you decide on a route. Mission target confirmed.
Okay. This actually covers what I was mentioning before. It's like, if the outpost needs to be planted to activate Promethean field, how do we move around without being detected? We've got this. This is actually a mobile station which provides that cover while the outpost itself is in transit. So this is actually why this is a separate little base thing. Okay, right. So we've got two things to do. We need to go Barren Town and then initial battle. I will be. We don't have the option to speed run it because, you know, this is still tutorial zone. But I will be punching through as fast as I can. So, gotta go fast! Gotta go faster! Yes! Gotta faster! Yes! Reba, underlay, let's go! If only I was still able to run fast in real life. I am not! It's how I be. But we will see how we do when we get there. And rather than taking my time to grab everything, I will be actively using mechanics the game doesn't teach me yet. Ah! Yeah, the game doesn't actually tell you how to do a radar pulse with the outpost. And also, map complexity increases as the difficulty level increases and the potential loot increases. So, there's only a few points in these starting ones. Canyon, I'm detecting a bit of frame loss. Seems okay so far. Right. Each tour starts with this, showing our initial drop-off with the outpost. And yes, if this was multiplayer, there would be multiple people getting off here. Not just me. Okay, let us begin. Right. Give me a control. Give me a post. Give me a pulse. Okay, that tells me a few things. Also tells me the objective.
This is your first run with Outpost 11. It's Exploration Day. Go out there, gather valuable items, and transport them back to the base. I've marked out all POIs for you.
Copy that.
Faye, ROS is monitoring the area, and we're bound to run into reinforcements. Make sure you're ready for a fight before beginning recovery.
That's okay, I'm just going to keep on going. Actually, that's something I could have done. I could have edited my... sorry, reflexes are kicking in a little bit. I knew there was something else in here. Right. So, I could have modified my command post a little bit to improve things, but that is what it is. No point in worrying about it anymore. Oops. This is something I do want though because it is a weapon crate. No! Yes! There we go. Right. Sorry. I do want gear items, so specifically I do want those. If I can. And I'm just kind of getting everything right now because I have nothing. Essentially. Trigger finger increases rate of fire. Stop falling, please. Thank you. Grab. You are... don't care. Machine gun activated. Okay, cool. I cared enough to have a look, but not to worry about chasers. There we go. And I think that's everything worth note, actually, so, yeah. Oh no, there is a... unknown there. Unknown there. Bit of scrap metal here. Off we go. I'm just going to grab this green and go. fuel. Right. Onwards! So I've got... Worth noting, by the way, there's also harvest. It goes on within the Promethean field itself. I'll use power for this one. There we go. Because I do want resources. But it is limited. It's like 3 every second or so. About one resource every second, basically, is the overall tick rate. This is apparently a small wreck. Spend 10 power. Oh, because it's almost harvested. Yeah, okay. So yeah, one of the good things to do early on is build Titan spikes, increase the overall size of your field, and then that gives the base more space to harvest if you're lingering in an operational area. It's just one of the ways you try and help things out. It's quite helpful until you get access to more raw power on your base. But I will be also modifying my base with that in mind. I want to have that. Okay, that is all good. Begin. Kill enemies, grant resources used to craft ammo support facilities. That's fine. I don't need ammo right now. I'm carrying some. Put this stock for more. And do I want... my gun is just that bad. Okay, sure. Nothing useful. Okay, good. Done. Rolling. So yeah, that's only a couple of minutes, that. So yeah, you can speed run a small to mid-size thing in like 5 minutes if you're in a hurry, if you're not being super careful, stuff like that. You don't have to do that. 3% attack or free Titan Spike. Give me a free Titan Spike, please, with how I've chosen things so far. Proceed. We actually had Dama rerun this mission twice because we were a bit confused about the requirements to get access to multiplayer, by the by, as a random aside. We figured it out after that, though. We've got to do this, then we go back and talk to people at base, and that's how we get access to multiplayer on that particular save file. I could have stopped and modified the base, but we're given a brief setup time on recovery day anyway, and we do have another zone to loot as is. So, another zone. We'll just see how quickly I can do this one too. Again, not being super careful, but we do need everything. I'm not going to be a loot goblin.
Exploration day. Recovery day's up tomorrow. You'll be facing a large wave of enemies tomorrow, so keep your eyes peeled for things that might help you survive.
So yeah, basically I've just said I'm not going to be a loot goblin, but I'm going to be a loot goblin. And that's pretty much exactly what I just said. Yeah. Oh well. You can't change the nature of the beast because the beast is, as always, Iron Mark 3. Oh, there we go. Except when it's Iron Mark 4. We never talk about Iron Mark 2. Yeah, right. Fun fact, by the way, that is actually accidental lore. That's completely accidental lore, and I just leaned into it. I didn't actually pick this name with the joke of what happened to Mark 1 and 2 being a thing. It's just like... Watchers came up with that one. It's like, you know what? I find that funny. Let's go with it. Oh, the door's open. Scan gloves, yeah. So this is part of why I think going off scan gloves, weaning ourselves off scan gloves is tricky. They're just so darn useful. And they are given to you literally right here as an option to help you explore things. Also give me a barrel, yes. You've got a script, yes. Got a light strike. Hitting an enemy triggers a light strike. Okay, so that's basically anything near the target point gets hit by a lightning bolt. Also, that is exactly the same as my current one, so that doesn't do anything. That's okay. Let's strap that there. Cool. Right. Extra Titan Spike. Yes. Basic materials. Yes. Repaired turrets. Grab you in a second. Let's move on. And Pulse. It's only a lower tier one. It's not until purple tier we actually get a second charge on this, so until then we only get one charge on the scan glove. But as you see there, I just saved myself 2 power by scanning locally. though it has limited range, the most limited range as I said before, it's also got a shorter reveal duration as well. It's only like a matter of seconds it shows stuff. A more powerful pulse reveals a lot longer, honestly, than these guys do. But they're just so useful if you're trying to track down where you left stuff. Sure, no take on the Titan Spike. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Give me the repair tool, please. Thank you. Don't want to greed for anything else. Are you guys? You are. Okay, I'm going to greed for something else real quick, just because it's actually going to speed things up a little bit. I'm going to install a small artillery formation on here, and I can't quite afford another one. That's why I am here. Oh yeah, that's a slight thing. If you go for another screen pointing at something, come back in, then you can't. You can start the animation, but it won't actually properly interact with it. That's just something I've noticed in general. There we go. Also worth noting, by the way, there were researchers I spotted previously that I went ahead and grabbed, thinking, oh, I can modify them like I did with Gatlings. The Gatlings are straight upgrade. They've found the artillery formation is actually those small build paths, and so you can unlock other turret types. You can replace those machine gun turrets on top with, which is actually quite interesting. Because notice there, we start off with, by default, the ability to actually upgrade this to a 30mm light gun. I didn't realise that was a thing that was available without an unlock, honestly. Let's go ahead and salvage all this stuff, please, and thank you. Yes, please, yes, take that, take that. I'll give you the light strike, that's fine, take that, yes, that's fine. Go. So, I actually had this note going on in the back of my mind, like this whole time. It's like, I've come back in time, I'm a repatriate, I've come back, my base is so much smaller, I've got these machine guns, I have made a terrible mistake, I don't have the 30mm cannons. Turns out, you've got access to 30mm cannons basically from the word go, actually. And I didn't know about that. And I wouldn't have found out either if I hadn't rolled back and done this. So yeah, the more you know. My throat is drying out, but today is a warm day though where I am. Right, okay, so alchemy, kills with the X field, gain gold, but enemy outside the X field have high defense or free machine gun. We're trying to speed this, so extra machine gun. And we will go ahead and return to base. I will take everything. It maxes to 2 minutes. I don't care. That is absolutely fine. 2 minutes. Bah. That's also small potatoes compared to later. It's like that brave soldier saying, I'll lose a leg if it means taking down 12 elites. 12 elites is nothing. 2 minutes is nothing. I have 3 machine gun turrets. Even with just those 3, I'm actually confident of getting through this. Oh wait, no, I don't have my super overpowered gun which can eliminate stuff in a single headshot. Whatever will I do? I think I'll be fine. Honestly. I'm curious to see what direction this new save will take. Apart from my steady descent into insanity by an alternate timeline theory. Okay, there we go. Resource for everything. Gather the resources, build support structures during preparation. Already paid for that, I'm fine. Titan Spike expands the exposed field. Stake walls, good defensive installment. MG is most reliable killer machine. Yep, it is very useful.
This is command. The recovery fleet is inbound. It will be delivering the items you've procured back to base. Make sure you're ready for a fight before beginning recovery.
I'm fine. How easy can I get around that, actually? I want to check that real quick, because this base is not quite ideally optimized. I will be planning to swap the layout. Okay, I do have to jump to get past that. It's actually okay. I will not upgrade them right this moment. I have 1 free machine gun emplacement, which I will place... Actually, no. Let's go ahead and place Titan Spikes, which is increasing the overall thing slightly forward, as you can see, as I do. They're also short-range tester turrets, which can be helpful. Stake wall, stake wall, stake wall, stake wall, stake wall, stake wall, restricting access, MG turret on the top of it. Haha. Also got some more free electrocution turrets to go in, so I'll go ahead and install them further. And then I've still got even more, which I can install just normally. So, yeah, I think I'll be fine, honestly.
Mechanos approaching. Get ready.
Let's also pulse the radar, I guess. Oh, there's something on top of there. Huh. Okay. Cool. There's my repair barrel. What is that? Ah, there's some stairs. Right. And yes, I just felt the frame rate take a hit. Oh, portable spikes. Okay, cool. Right.
Recovery procedure nearing completion. Hold on just a bit longer. Recovery procedure complete. Choose when to evac.
Honestly, I don't think I'm still not concerned at all. I'm just actually going to waste resources, I think, and just go, you know what? Let's get some 30 mils out here. Have fun.
Good work today. See you at the base.
Oh, sweet 30 mils.
Aircraft
It is so good to see you again.
15 seconds.
Oh, yes. That's not broken, by the way, being able to do that, I've realised. Individual 30mm guns are actually not worth very much at all later on. But the fact you can get them so early
Time to head home.
is interesting. They are actually, ironically enough, not actually a strict upgrade for the machine gun turrets either. They are an alternate thing, they have better range, they have AoE, but they use a lot more ammo. So, yeah, they're more like anti-medium targets, anti-large targets, rather than anti-small, which is where the machine guns are much better. It's one of those interesting things about this game, about how things are balanced. I like it. Anyway, let's go ahead and leave! I'm also out of time to do this video before I'm due to play with my friends today, so yes, okay. Kind of tells you why I'm on a bit of a tight schedule for this one as well, because I don't know if they'll want to play this or not. Tour complete! Away we go! 11, nearly 12,000 damage dealt. We are good. That just leaves a round of conversation and tutorials.
Broken the recovery record, Faye.
Yay! And we also got plenty of bits here, as you can see. So yeah, just got a bit more tutorial stuff to do, talking around, introducing to the various characters and areas of the base, and then that'll be this video. So that's it for the combat and exploration side of it, just so you know. Also, I really hope the audio hasn't glitched out at this point, because if it has, there's not a lot I can do about it, honestly. Except for reload the game, which I don't even have time to do that. I should just get moving.
Good work. We've set up a research center and a hangar to maintain and upgrade Outpost 11. Use them to your benefit. For now, you'll need to familiarize yourself with the basic modification process and give Outpost 11 a firepower upgrade.
Yeah, being able to build stuff out of resources in the field is useful, but we're talking about actual modifications in the base here, so that the outpost has it by default.
You'll get an overview of the base's layout. It'll help you quickly navigate and get to where you need to be. Head to the research center for now.
The researcher is... Yulia? How?
You aren't the only one getting better, kid. She's become more than capable of offering you assistance. All right, get moving. She's been waiting a long time for you to come back.
Okay. So, childhood friend who has also been improving, but she's in the research side of it. Subordinate to the research department, responsible for scientific research, experiments, and manufacturing. And, oh look! Purple! Focus on what's important. Which is, I need to come off this desk here, actually. I will get you!
Well, well, well. Look who's the big scientist now.
If a numbnuts like you can be a commander, anything's possible, right?
Touche.
Your trash talk is always better than mine.
Compliment accepted. We'll be working as a team from now on, Commander. This research center will be dedicated to the research and fabrication of outpost weaponry. 11 is going to be packing some serious heat.
Thanks.
That's my partner and senior, Victor Ning. He'll be in charge of R&D. Talk to him and pick a project you want done. I'll get things ready to manufacture.
How was I got it? I think it was... Oh, I can just do this. Right, okay. Ding! Cerulean unlocked. Hooray! Okay. So, yep, childhood friend. Becoming up-and-coming scientist, but she's in charge of actual manufacturing and later Zen. Victor Ning is the research one.
Sir?
Looks like Yulia has told you about me. I will be in charge of R&D for your outpost. Now, allow me to explain the details.
Research Center. Spending research points to unlock new technologies. Progress in research and development increases your battle with the enemy continues. Yeah, it is worth noting, by the way, that our outpost is modular, and as such, while a lot of this stuff is available for other outposts and things in general use, it's not necessarily built to be compatible with the modular template our outpost is designed with. So this actually does make sense, and it's also why it's like development. We're basically adapting not just new technology, but old technology, and making it so it can actually work with our outpost system. And that's how we're unlocking stuff and why we have to actually focus on unlocking stuff. And also kind of why it can be really quick once we know once we've got the other materials needed. It's just how it be. But it does make sense from a more realistic lore type perspective, at least for me. So, one thing it does though is mission specific and critical things actually tend to be really cheap or free. So in this case, machine gun turret, completely free. Grab it.
And done.
So that was just
The
teaching me how to do
project
that.
has been relayed to Yulia. You can go to her now and manufacture some MG turrets.
Tourette's. Almost sounds like you're saying Tourette's, like Tourette syndrome. Like you can't help but swear and stuff. Hey, this game, I've mentioned it before. The voice acting I consider to be one of the quirks of the game. Honestly, at this point.
You're just in time, Faye. Let me walk you through the manufacturing process.
Pretty please. Once completed, design data will sent to me instantly. Here you can see the required materials. We have some stock at hand. Notice there's no voice. Once you confirm, it'll start to get built. Manufacturing is focused on the research center. Here you can manufacture components and consumables with items in the base warehouse and use them to further enhance your outpost or facilitate your tours. Facilitate your tours is also a very important one. In this case, I will grab the machine gun turret and bam. Also worth noting is I want to get this, but I don't have any fiber yet, really. but lockpicks is one of the few things you can actually readily manufacture here that helps you get access to things in the field. Very helpful to make these when you can, and it's super cheap materials. Also, detector is a high energy compound and hydraulic material. That's actually kind of rarer, but detectors, you can actually find them out in the field very frequently. So we'll have to see how that goes if I decide to go with the whole nose scan glove thing. Anyway, let's go ahead and proceed. Talk to Yulia again.
Ding, ding, ding. 1 MG turret ready for inspection.
It's that
I'll
easy.
send it to the hangar in a bit. Make sure you equipped it there before the next sortie.
One seems hardly enough.
Better than none. If you want more built, you'll have to bring in more materials.
Where am I supposed to get those?
On the surface, of course. There are plenty of recovery missions waiting for you, oh mighty commander.
And that's the scavenging side of it. Everything is built either from stuff I trade for here in the base, or from materials scrounged. And for a lot of the rare stuff, the traders have limited inventory, so you have to go scrounging for it. That's part of the game loop, flat out. I can also fabricate some more base parts. It tells you in the top right corner of each one like what you can do. There's multiple utility tiles, only a few bits in terms of walls and doors. L shapes. I'm not sure how to do diagonal paneling on these bases yet, but diagonal base parts don't actually crop up until later. So for now, this is here, but it's not actually useful. It's just a wider armored wall, effectively. And even then, that means it just doesn't fit properly with anything else. So it's actually, I think, better not to really use it. Anyway, I will actually make 5 tiles because that is a very good starting investment. Go back to the hangar. I am literally out of time. Oy, oy, oy. I want to check this and make sure there's not been an audio bug before I actually do anything else as well. So, Julian, hi.
Hey, Faye. Come check out the data for Outpost 11. I think you just struck gold.
You are still watching over the hangar by yourself?
The EUA hasn't built a new outpost in ages. Of course, I'd been keeping a personal eye on it. From now on, I'll be responsible for her modifications.
Dama pointed this out.
The turret has arrived.
Thank you.
The MG turret is here. There'll be a great chance for you to learn a thing or two about outpost layout.
Again, the pronunciation of turret. Dama pointed out that guy sounded like he was kind of out of it a little bit when Dama first encountered that bit of dialogue. Also, because I've got the expanded version when I picked this up, I've got the Wings of Freedom additional vanity item, which is like some decorative flashlights to put on the side of the tower, basically. But anyway, I want to place... I kind of want to keep these free, actually, for buildable field emplacements. So, I will actually do as a quick modification here. I'll install utility tile out the front, because you can build one tile out from your base plate. I'll actually fit this turret there. I will move the door over one, actually, so that turret is not in the way. Ready access is right there. This leaves this top area free for mounting multiple things, and I think I'll just tack this machine gun onto the back of the base. Actually, no, I've only built 2 of those things. I'll tack this on the front. I'll put it like here. So I can have one there and then one there turned sideways. Yeah, that works quite well. And then I've got four base plates, which I will go ahead and mount to the rear of the base, like so. And this is actually for fitting Titan spikes to. By that whole thing of like fitting Titan spikes to increase the output range, so you get a bigger field, so the base can harvest more resources from around itself. There's also a couple of armored walls here, which I could install to reinforce things a little bit, but honestly, not much to be done about that really, because our outpost is literally just a walking box. There we go. Confirm. So yeah, just some quick bodge things with just the materials I've got on hand and rearranging slightly the stuff that's already there. That's all there is.
That's it?
That's it. It's been purposefully made to be simple and intuitive.
Which it is fairly,
All
actually.
you need to do is draw up a plan in your head. The clanging of the metal, the smell of rust in the air, and the sparks that the welders would throw off. That's how we used to build the outposts, one by one. How time flies. Hard to imagine the little greenhorn Levi brought back is now a commander.
Since Yulia and I have become such capable individuals, you ever thought about retiring?
Never. You'd have to throw these old bones away yourself, if that's what you want. I ain't going nowhere.
It's from Yulia.
Gonna guess that's your second MG turret calling.
Faye, you should be able to find more materials to construct an MG turret around the border woodland. Why don't you go fetch some?
Didn't you say I had to figure out the materials myself?
Someone like you could take months trying to find them. Hurry up already.
I know. I'll get to it.
Looks like that girl just can't leave you unattended. Go on, get out of here.
So yeah, it's we've been around a bit.
Make a trip to the barracks before your next sortie, Faye.
Oh, there's more. We've been around a bit, so we are familiar with these guys. We have become an outpost commander after all. Us and our scarf and our protagonist haircut, of course. Back to the barracks. I think we're about at the end here of the video wise. And then I'm actually overrun on time actually.
You were looking for me, ma'am?
Yes. I forgot to tell you about the biotuner on the squad management terminal. Open it up and take a look.
Okay, so this is how the game explains skill points, actually. Inside Squad Management Interface, you have access to the Biotuner. Once you acclimate your experience, it will award you with ability points. Assign ability points wisely. There's no reset button on a human. Go on, pick one. So Biotuner. Pick me, pick the traits, and then this is how we level up our stuff. As our character levels up, we get trait points. It actually tells you top right of these how much it costs, but you can only see the cost of the ones you've got access to. So I can't see the cost on these ones yet. But this is part of how we increase our overall combat rating and also modify our skills like free fire. Let's give it some better cooldown, and then also some better duration as well. That'll help. Shoots cryo ammo, bullet damage increase. Each attack that hits an enemy weakness and kills extends duration. I've been playing as kind of as a marksman-ish in my loadouts in the other save. Extra defense, useful to kind of ignore being hit a bit better. And then I think I'll go ahead and pick up damage amp, so damage is 25% higher, just from shooting stuff with that talent active. And look, we can actually level up our plot armor. In this case, we get vigor for extra stamina for running, more stamina cap and better stamina regeneration. But plot armor is just flat out Faye will not die after getting down. So that's what happens if we fail a mission. The character gets downed. If it's another operative, they have a chance of dying and, being gone. But Faye is immune to that. But I will also give Faye's instant cooldown a faster recharge rate. There we go.
Very practical. It uses relatively small doses of biological agents to enhance your combat performance.
So,
Complete
mutagens.
me. You just learned about the biotuner yourself, didn't you?
Well, it was Yulia. She barged in here and stuck me with a bunch of manuals while you were surface side. She told me to get you set up and not tell you it was her idea.
She can be a troublemaker sometimes. Sorry about this.
She's quite the busy lass, you know. She pulled 2 all-nighters just so she could come here. Show some gratitude to that girl.
That girl.
Just don't tell her you heard it from me, though, or she's gonna bust my backside.
You know I won't.
Now that you're settled in your outpost, it's time to fit it with more firepower.
Short materials, head to the border well and collect some more.
Roger
Watch your
that.
ass. Yeah, There we go. So yeah, we're basically...
I have a priority 1 mission for you. A caravan has been attacked at the highway near Border Woodland. Their leader, Monica Bridges, has asked us for aid.
There we go. So yeah, basically we are injecting controlled doses of mutagens into ourselves, and that's how skill points work and talent modifiers work in this game. We are becoming the X-Men. I will become, well, I don't think that's one that actually grants telepathy, so I won't become Charles Xavier. Actually, no, let's just teleport. I am out of time completely. I will become Apocalypse, Destroyer of Worlds. No, I've already done that. I don't know. Anyway, this is actually where multiplayer is now available. 2 game modes, Outpost mode, main game, and Return to Dawn base introduced later updates for a faster-paced combat and exploration. So I think this is part of like that shaky launch, I think. It was added later. Latter is ideal for players who want to jump to the action, as well as those looking to test their Outpost power. Outpost mode, so I recommend trying Outpost mode first to experience the unique gameplay mechanics. So yeah, that gets you in with more powerful stuff straight off the bat if you want to skip ahead, effectively. But it means skipping the early game and the Outpost growth, which is not what I plan to do with this save. So I do think that is part of the whole troubled launch. And this is where we were able to get multiplayer working when we did that test run with Dama as the host. So that's also what we're going to call it. Yeah, we've been around the base, we've been introduced to most of the people here, and we've actually modified our base a little bit with available materials, but we just don't have much to do anything to it yet. And hopefully there's no audio bug. There's not honestly much I can do about it, because yeah, my recording software couldn't do anything about it. My editing software struggled to do much. That's part of why it took so long this week. Sorry about that. But yeah, this has been IMAR3. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Hopefully this video comes out okay. Or videos. It's probably going to be in 2 parts because it's a bit longer, because I was rushing to get the multiplayer bit. Feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe. All that good stuff helps out me, helps the channel, gives me those virtual headpats I oh so crave. And I'll catch you all some other time. There may be other players around on this game, there maybe not. We will have to wait and see what everyone else thinks about that one. But at the very least, there will probably be off-cam runs just gathering resources for harvesting and stuff like that. So just to let you know, there will be more stuff done off-screen just because, well, Happy Apher's caution was well placed that that might be a bit of a repetitive thing to have going on, like goblin looting runs over and over. That's sometimes what you need to do to build stuff in this game. But yeah, I really need to stop. I'm late as it is. So yeah, I'll see you all later.